Oh, you're a rookie. You got to go another year. But Bob did a great job for a rookie. Lee and I have played the Chili Bowl game a number of times. Bob was really chasing us hard. So you already started the year off great. And I didn't say Keith Kuntz Motorsports like I thought I might still say. But Christopher, big things?
Yeah, well, first off, the Chili Bowl was a really special deal for me. But I'm really looking forward to getting to Daytona and starting 27 off right. And I can't wait. I wish we could go tomorrow.
First question for Christopher. Adam. We're getting a microphone to you, Adam. They're trying to find a parking space.
Hi, Christopher. Adam Fenwick from Speed Sport. Obviously, just coming off the Chili Bowl, I'm curious, outside of your NASCAR schedule, when are we going to see you in a midget or a sprint car again this year?
Well, I don't really have a good answer for that. I know I'm going to try and do a couple sprint car and midget races throughout the year, but I don't really have anything scheduled yet. I'm going to be going to Volusia in a couple weeks, the week before Daytona, and going to be watching. And Tony mentioned that if he doesn't feel good, I might get to drive his sprint car. So that's up in the air, but as of right now, I'm just going to go watch and hang out and get ready for Daytona.
Next question.
Tyler Burnett, Motor Racing Network. Your suit looks snazzy. Being that you are the veteran at Busch Motorsports this year, which sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, that's changed a little bit.
Yeah. Do you feel a little bit of pressure having to help Noah and knowing that you have to get back to the Final Four at Homestead?
No pressure. No. I mean, I've always put a lot of pressure on myself, and I don't feel any added pressure being the veteran or anything. So it'll be cool to see how obviously Noah's really talented. We saw at Phoenix and Homestead his 2 truck races that he did last year. He was able to, I think he was in the top 5 in practice at Phoenix, so he had a lot of speed there, and so he'll be good. He'll be tough to beat, and we just got to do our job and win more races this year. That's our whole goal going into 2017, is to be able to win more races and yet still put ourselves in Homestead with a chance to win the championship.
Next question.
Jessica Ruffin with NASCAR.com. You had such a great rookie season, making it to the Final Four in your rookie year. You talked about wanting to win more races this year. How much higher are your expectations this year, having made it so far in your rookie season?
Well, I guess my expectations are similar this year to what they were last year, and last year did not live up to my expectations. Obviously, getting to Homestead was a very good way to salvage I'd call a B year, because we just didn't win the races that I was planning on winning. I know Toyota was expecting a little bit more out of me. So our whole goal going into this year is I've got to win races. I need to win more shows. So if we can win races and still put ourselves in contention to win the championship, then I'll be extremely happy with this year.
Knight. Christopher.
Chris Knight, GetTrans.com. Congratulations on the Chili Bowl victory. You have a new crew chief with Rudy Fugle, no slouch to success at Busch Motorsports. How excited are you to work with him this season?
I'm really excited to work with Rudy. Obviously, his success has been proven time and time again with multiple drivers. So I'm excited to get to Daytona, Atlanta, and see how it is working with him. I feel like everything is there to produce good finishes and win races. So I'm excited to work with Rudy. I've been around Rudy a lot. I've been at Busch Motorsports now for 4 years, I think. So been around him in the shop a lot, talked with him, but obviously a relationship is totally different whenever it turns from friends to driver crew chief. But we've been working really hard to create a really good driver crew chief relationship there, and we're going to spend time on the simulator preparing for Atlanta and Daytona. So I feel like we'll be as ready as we can be, and I can't wait.
Jordan.
Jordan Bianchi, SBNation.com. Can you take me through when the process of Toyota recruiting you and signing you into their developmental program?
Well, I've been really fortunate throughout my young career to be connected with the car owners that I have been connected with. And so I started out as a dirt guy, and I grew up running midgets in Oklahoma, and then took a break from midgets and went and ran wing sprint cars. And I was actually running wing sprint cars whenever I got connected with Keith Kunz Motorsports. Pete Willoughby, who is a co-owner at Keith Kunz Motorsports, contacted me and asked me to drive for them. And then whenever I got to drive for Keith Kunz Motorsports, that's how I got connected with Toyota. And through that bond with Toyota, obviously led me to Kyle Busch Motorsports. So it's something that I'm really proud to be a Toyota racing development driver, and hope I can bring them success.
Wolf.
Wolfgang Monser from Germany, Rennsport Press Agency. Sorry. Congratulations for the Chili Bowl. Well, unfortunately, this kind of racing doesn't exist in Europe. Coming from NASCAR, is this an advantage working setup-wise or springs? I don't know if you can work on midget or sprint cars with springs and setup and all these things. Or do you think is it difficult to adopt to this kind of race cars when you're coming from NASCAR racing?
So the NASCAR scene and the dirt track scene is almost polar opposites. So it's very tough to bounce back and forth, but for me growing up on dirt, the NASCAR scene is almost the foreign scene to me. But over the last couple of years, obviously I've been able to get more accustomed to it and get more comfortable doing it. So for me, the dirt is still where my comfort zone is, but it's obviously growing at a rapid pace to where I am very comfortable in the truck garage. But as far as setup stuff, I'm not really too involved with it, but nothing really relates from NASCAR to the dirt stuff.
Stan and then Lewis.
Hi, Stan Creekmore with Outside the Box. Since you're a youngster versus all the oldsters out there, how much of working off the track, learning in front of those simulators, how much does that really affect you when you get in a race car?
Well, it's really cool. Toyota works extremely hard. They've obviously really amped up their driver development program. So with them having these younger drivers, they've put in a lot of effort into making sure that their simulator is as useful and can prepare you as well as it can. So I've been working really hard the last couple years now to make sure that I'm prepared whenever I show up to the racetrack, and it works extremely well, but nothing can replace seat time. So I'm really thankful that this is my second full-time year now. So going to the racetracks for the third and fourth and sometimes fifth time is going to be really big for me. So nothing replaces actual seat time and driving and laps. But the simulators have been extremely helpful for me, being able to just be as prepared as I can get going into the races.
Lewis.
Excuse me, Louis Frank, Reuters. Yesterday, Kyle said, as teammates, he was helping Daniel Suarez, so he says, call me anytime. And unfortunately, Daniel did. Now, Kyle's your boss, ultimate boss. Have you worked out a telephone schedule with him?
Yeah, so Kyle is, he's the best boss you could have. Obviously, he's one of the most talented NASCAR guys we've ever seen. So to be able to have him as a boss is really cool, because he's so involved with his truck program and his late model program too. But every competition meeting on Monday morning, he's always there. He's always questioning everybody. Why'd you do this? Why didn't you do this? How'd you feel when you did that? And I feel like that's why Kyle Busch Motorsports is as successful as what it is because he's so involved with it. And any of his drivers, they're able to get a hold of him and ask for advice on pretty much anything that you could think of, and he'll be there to answer for you. So it's cool to have a boss as involved as what he is, and I'm really thankful to be a part of it.
Kelly.
Okay.
Kelly Crandall, Racer.com. Christopher, a large portion of the Truck Series field kind of graduated to the Xfinity Series or is doing other things. Have you had a chance to kind of look at what the competition will be this year and where everything stacks up?
Yeah, I feel like last year the Truck Series was extremely competitive, and out of the 8 drivers to make it to the chase, 2 guys made it on points, and of those 2 guys that made it on points, they pretty much had flawless years minus a win. So I feel like it was one of the harder chases to make, and then obviously going into Homestead, I was on the outside looking in until William had his unfortunate issue. So it was extremely difficult to make the Final Four, just to going to show how competitive the Truck Series was last year, and I feel like it'll be the same this year. My good buddy Chase Briscoe just got moved to Brad Keselowski Racing, and obviously he's no slouch behind the wheel, winning the ARCA championship last year. So there's a lot of good young talent coming in, and I hope to beat them.
Well, thank you for joining us. We see you've got the golden driller. Would never be a bad thing to take a picture as you're exiting. We've got Matt Tiff about to come up, but thank you for joining us. And let's grab a quick photo with him as he exits with a media tour background. So